Boom. All right, we're live. Hey, welcome to the Salt Lake Business Podcast. I'm here with Anu from Bangalore. Anu, why don't you introduce everybody who you are and what company you own?
Sure. My name is Anuradha. I am from Bangalore, India. We have a startup called Multibhashi, where we teach languages on the platform. We do it in a blended fashion. You can learn a language through self-learning, and you can also get connected to live instructors on video calls and learn with them. So we currently teach English through 11 Indian languages. We also teach all these 11 Indian languages, and we've started teaching five foreign languages through English, which is namely Russian and Chinese. So in India, uh, like everywhere else, the crisis it has taken everyone by surprise. We're not doing that bad right now, but the numbers are slowly and steadily increasing. The government has taken some really good steps. We have
Yeah, you're on total lockdown
increasing
now, right?
lockdown, yes, which is good because this is how we've been able to contain the spread. But obviously, there's going to be far-reaching economic impact. We don't see that much impact, uh, but many of the other businesses like food, fashion, they're severely hit. A lot of people are laying off. A lot of people are announcing pay cuts across the board. Thankfully for us, we've been holding up. We just recently raised a fresh round of funding that's been helpful. Also, our business has not been immediately affected because people are still learning online. There's been a slight increase also in people picking up this because schools are closed, any form of physical learning is closed. So people sitting at home, still trying to upskill themselves, are finding this as a good option. So we're seeing some short-term increase in our business, but I think overall, if this continues for long, everybody is going to be affected, and we're not any exception. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to conserve our cash. We're trying to cut down costs as much as possible. We're trying to request our business partners like landlords, tech partners to give us whatever relief packages they can do. And I hope we don't have to do this, but if this continues for longer, we might have to, all of us, take salary cuts. We don't want to lay off anybody, but we'll all have to voluntarily take salary cuts if this continues, let's say, beyond 2 to 3 months. So yeah, um, just waiting and watching right now. Right
Like
now,
everyone
that's
else,
all.
right?
In
Cool.
terms of what help we can give to anybody listening, if you think that you would like to utilize this downtime to upskill yourself in any of these languages, feel free to reach out. We'll try to do our best, is what I can say.
Awesome. And then if there's someone else in like maybe a similar company like you, what advice would you have for them? Maybe, for them to take steps to weather the storm.
So any small business, any startup like ours should be very, very watchful of their cash streams, revenue streams, expenses. And I think it makes sense to not be too optimistic right now and hope for the worst, prepare for the worst, hope for the best,
Yeah.
and just make sure that you conserve cash in whatever way possible. Try not to cut salaries of people whose livelihood depends on you, like the lower rung of your employees, where the salary is the only asset they have, no savings. But at least those who are on the upper rung, they should be conscious of making a contribution by taking salary cuts. And any discretionary spending has to be postponed, avoided. Um, Even if it doesn't look at as desperate right now, I think you should prepare for the worst by saying that, okay, I might not have any revenue in the next 6 months, so am I prepared for that? I mean, that's all we can do. Pivoting, if it's possible in your business, good for you. But remember that every industry is going to be affected. So no matter which target segment you pick up, everybody is going to cut back their spending in the coming months. So don't be too hopeful on increasing your revenue in this period. And that's why you need to be watchful of your expenses, in my opinion.
Awesome. Well, hey, that's super good information. I picked up a few tidbits on the last one too. Well, thank you, Anu, as well. Stay safe in Bangalore, and I'll be sure to publish this, and you can share it to your environment as well. So, all right, Salt Lake people, we're tuning out until the next episode.